It's the PWCC weekly auction and we are back. And guys, tonight it is exciting, not because there are so many insane cards once again, but it is all access extended bidding, and we will explain what that means in a moment. But guys, welcome back. Welcome welcome Bean. Welcome Dean.
Yes.
For being here. Thank you so much.
Also known as Bean.
Welcome in, guys. Thank you for being here. Let's do some shout outs in the chat. So we have got a member milestone. We got Viltra, member for 1 month. Wishing everyone a blessed week. Thank you so much for all the rage. You're an absolute star here on the channel. I appreciate you. We got Green Tea. We've got Zetro. We have got Chloe. Welcome in, guys. We got Rach. We got some latecomers. Well, we've got some people staying up late in the UK. Appreciate you guys. We got Kyle. We got PWCC in the chat tonight. Welcome in, everyone. This is going to be exciting. Like I said, I say it every week since we've been doing this. There have been huge cards every week, but tonight there is a particular set of cards that are a whole set that you do not see very often, and we're going to go into it as we're looking through the tabs. You know me, I've got all my tabs open. We're ready to go. It's going to be huge, and we've got booster boxes and we've got everything. As always, from our low end to our high end, there's over 3,000 Pokemon items up tonight on the auction. Do remember, guys, we just cover the Pokemon here, but don't forget there are sports. There is everything. Last week I think there was over 15,000 items altogether, so it's insane. So all access extended bidding, you're probably wondering what that means. So if you have been here watching the previous streams, whether you've been watching live or whether you've been catching up on them, we thank you for doing that. Appreciate you guys. This is a new series on the channel. You'll be familiar with the extended bidding. So what happens is we start the stream an hour before extended bidding starts, and to be eligible for extended bidding, normally you have to have placed your initial bids before extended bidding commences. Now, extended bidding commences at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's 3 a.m. UK time and 10 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully I'm correct on my time. I'm getting very knowledgeable on my time zones here. However, tonight, when extended bidding starts, it's all access. You do not have to have placed your initial bid. You can jump in at any time. It is going to be insane tonight, and it's going to be even crazier with the cards that are actually up on the lot, which is going to be really, really exciting. So as we get into it tonight, I don't even know what to expect. All I can expect is just, I think it's going to be a good one. Yeah.
Because obviously what we've noticed in the last couple of weeks is that as soon as extended bidding comes into play, some of the bigger cards or some items actually slow down quite a bit in terms of the amount of times people bid on them. But now that there's basically all access, anyone can get involved.
Anyone can jump in.
We might see some of these items being going on for a lot longer. So it's going to be very interesting.
So I'm excited. I mean, the last couple of weeks we've been doing, this is our 4th week now, which is crazy. So thank you, everyone. And Terry, welcome to the membership. How are you doing, Terry?
What's up, Terry?
I know you're staying up late for this one. And again, thank you, everyone in the UK who's staying up late. Guys, look what I've got this evening. I am fueled. I'm ready to go. So this is the 4th week we've been doing this now, and I think every time we've got to 8 p.m. Pacific time, which is sort of when extended bidding starts coming to the end and the auction starts really coming to a close, every week there's been more and more cards actually sitting there at that point. I think the first week there was only 2 or 3 cards, and then it's got more and more. And the other thing I do want to say is last week we had people in the chat with us, watching with us live, who were bidding on so many items.
Not just bidding, but winning.
And we're not just talking like any old items. We're talking the biggest items in the Pokemon auction. So there was a Japanese Gold Star Rayquaza last week that I believe won by Josh, who was in the chat. We had people bidding on everything Admiral last week with the Gold Star Mug Kit. So if you are watching in the chat tonight, let us know, are you bidding on anything? If so, what are you bidding on? Or if you're not bidding, what have you got your eye on? Because when I say they have got everything available, we are talking first edition base set Charizards tonight, all the way down to alternate arts and baby shinies. no matter what your budget is, don't ever feel that you can't get involved in these types of auctions, because there is something for everyone. Whether your budget is $10, $20, all the way to $50,000. Yeah, $50,000. There's something available.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go take a look at the screen. I've got my top picks. I've got my notes for tonight as well.
I've got it up on my laptop in front of me as well.
As we're going through, we will, deep dive on some of the items, do some facts on some of the items. This is how it works every week. So I'm kind of going over it again. So if we've got new people joining us, you guys know what's going on.
Yep.
And we've had a couple of weeks. I think it was last week where we had the sun faded cards. Was that the week before?
Yeah. No, it was last week.
We've had some really crazy pricing going on as well. So it'd be really interesting to see where it goes tonight. So normally I'm sitting here opening packs on the channel or opening products. This is the other side of content, which is completely new for me to be putting out. This is something that has always gone on in the background, the buying and selling for me, but I've never put content out about it. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope you guys are too. And if you can't watch us live, do not worry, you can catch back up, because all my lives are saved on my channel. So
also, we've got the actual website in the pinned comment.
Yes.
So if you guys want to
Good
look
shout.
alongside with us, feel free to do so. And also, if there is any items you want us to have a look at on screen,
just shout as we're going.
You can either let us know and we can find it. But we highly recommend you checking out the website, getting involved, seeing if there's anything for you, or just checking out some of the really unique cards which we're going to show you in today's stream, because there are some really...
Could I just close your... Yeah, thank you very much.
Go.
Just while and here we go. Okay, so here is the screen that you guys are all used to by now, and we are starting highest to lowest, but we're going to look at all different caliber of cards tonight. And as you can see, we have got some big cards at the top here. So going to do a little bit of an overview, and then we're going to go into some of the cards that I have picked out and highlighted. So at the very top here, this is a card that some of you may recognize. Some people may not know much about these cards. These are contest cards, and this is the set I was talking about. They are all listed individually, but together they make up the entire set. They are all PSA 9 and PSA 10s, and this card here is what I would say, again, obviously because of the price, is the most popular of them all. This is the 4th grade winner, and this is from the Illusions Zoroark contest set. So these cards are incredible. We'll talk a little bit more about them, but this one is currently sitting at $15,500 and is the highest price item at the moment on the auction. If you guys know about these cards, I've actually posted these cards on my Instagram before. A friend of mine, shout out Laura Don Diego, she actually has the entire set. They are insane. We actually got to see them when we visited her last year. But yeah, they're not cards that you see very often, and them coming up as an entire set is also just insane as well. They're obviously a set of cards that are maybe a bit more niche, so you'll get people that collect trophy cards and things like that. It starts to fall into that category because obviously they're a lot more expensive than your average set card, but they are insane. So we'll talk a little bit more about them. I've actually got a few of them open so we can look at them in detail. Then moving over here, we got some first edition base set Charizards. Now there's 2 here that are both CGC 9s. We've spoken about this before, having the same card on the auction up in multiple quantity. So I think we've seen it with the stamp promo Pikachus, and every single week there's always loads of those. There's obviously just so many out there, but tonight we've got 2 CGC first ed Zars. Now, fun fact on these are pop 24 with CGC. So a first ed base Zard CGC 9 is pop 24. There's not a lot of them, and the fact there's 2 of them up tonight, interesting. We're not sure if they're from the same person or not, or whether,
it's just bad timing.
2 people have conveniently submitted them at the same time, but very interesting. Again, we're going to look a bit more at those.
I thought that.
The coloration is slightly... If that darker over here, lighter over here, interesting. We've got a Crystal Zard Japanese in a PSA 10. We've actually seen a few of these since we've been doing this series, so quite a popular one there. And as we scroll down, you can see some more of the contest cards there. We're going to talk about those. Sealed booster box, again, we're going to go into that. This is Jungle Unlimited, currently sitting at $8,000, and as we're going tonight in the chat, let me know what you're thinking of the pricing, everything like that, what you're thinking of the items. We got more gold stars tonight. This time we got a gold star Gyarados in a PSA 10.
There was one a couple of weeks ago.
Was it a 10 or was it
I can't remember. I do remember.
There's been multiple gold stars now. There's a few more in tonight as well. We got a lot of first edition Zards tonight. All CGC so far. This is an 8 and we got a 7.5 over here. This is quite a cool one. I don't think we've seen any Shadowless 10s since we've been doing it. This is Blastoise sitting right there. We've got another gold star down here, the Trico. I love this card. First edition in a 10 as well.
The original Moonbryon.
This is, I think, if we're going to go for the original Moonbryon. But yeah, as you can see, lots of cards. And we got some Creatures deck cards still. We've been, I think it's the last 2 auctions. There's been Creatures decks.
It might be last 3.
Or last 3.
They've been we keep seeing them.
Lingering. So yeah, love those. Again, we can talk about those.
Daft Twizzy says, no one sniped my cards. I have 8 bids open. So we have a few people taking part tonight, which is good. We had a few people, actually had someone in my stream earlier saying that they were excited for this stream tonight.
Oh, amazing.
Rach said she was getting involved. So yeah, guys, if anyone is taking part tonight, best of luck. Hopefully you're able to get the items you're bidding on, but it's going to be exciting because obviously
some really nice
there are some incredible cards up for grabs today. Some
real low pop cards as well. I'm actually going to talk about this Butterfree in a bit. We got the EV Play promo as well. This was actually up last week in a 9 and a Beckett 9 as well. We see it again this time in a 9. This Mysterious Pearl, I thought this was really cool, and I actually want to open that as a tab because this is on my notes. This is the entire Topps Chrome Series 1 set, all graded. I believe it's all different grades, all the way from PSA 4 to PSA 9. But it's really, really cool. All 78 cards graded right there. We got a lot of ponchos tonight, a lot of first edition base, and I've noticed a lot of first edition base CGC, so I wonder if someone had a set and they've sent it all in. That could be a possibility. But yeah, I mean, there's lots. We've got E-Series, we've got literally a bit of everything.
Gold stars again.
Gold stars, Japanese gold stars as well. Beckett, CGC, PSA tonight.
Win.
Yeah, Tropical Win. This is Worlds 2010. This is the staff promo. There's actually a 2022 Champions Festival World staff card that I've got open tonight, which is cool because we were at the 2022 Worlds. The stamp promo making a comeback. Oh, Black Label. We actually saw one of these, I think, on the first auction we did. I'm going to get it blurred now because it's starting to become so many.
There's so many items.
We got alternate arts in 10s tonight. This is a really cool one. This is the Vivid Voltage Charizard pre-release, but it's actually the staff stamp. Again, we can have a look at that in a bit.
I think they were, if I'm not mistaken, they're the last staff cards they did. I think they stopped doing it after those ones.
Those hold quite good prices normally.
So it'd be interesting to see if they ever do staff cards again. But I think for the Pokemon actually came out and said we're no longer doing staff cards for the foreseeable future. So they didn't actually rule it out, but they've said they're not going to be doing it for a while.
Yeah, we've got Legendary Collection 10s tonight. We've got the PSA 10 Jolteon right here. Legendary Collection Hollows. I feel like you don't see them in 10s as often. I've graded quite a few in the time I've been collecting. They're not as easy to grade in 10s. So
I've graded 1 and it got an 8.
There we go. Yeah. I mean, so it'll be interesting to see where those go. But again, we got lots of alternate arts in 10s again. We got some full arts as well. So that's what I mean. We've got everything from vintage to modern, Japanese, whatever your taste is. I feel like there's something here that will interest you. We've got the Rayquaza VMAX again. So many nice cards. I'm just going to sort of scroll through so everyone in the chat can kind of see what is up for grabs tonight. And then we're going to start going through some of my list. Going to be talking about this one.
Awesome card. So many awesome
nice cards. Quite a lot of low pop cards tonight as well, which is always interesting. We got a pristine 10 right there. Really, really lovely. Lots of the stamp promos. Like I said, we've actually got multiples in 10s sitting at the same price at the moment, but I think the other week when, oh my goodness, look, literally 10 all sitting there. I think the other week when we were looking at multiple cards that were in the same grade, the first sort of 2 that were ending the same price and the others ending slightly lower. We got some graded games tonight as well. Graded games are not my expertise, but it's just interesting to see where the pricing sits for those, if that's what you're interested in. Special delivery Zard. Here it is.
There it is.
I've got it open in a tab, but It's great. Do you remember at Worlds
People scrambling.
the frenzy for these
Actually,
cards?
saying that, I guess that is the latest staff card, because I saw someone in Lucario said they still do staff cards for Silver Tempest. I think they're just pre-release. I don't think they have the staff stamp. I think it's actually quite hard to see on the Charizard. But
yes.
I think that Champions Festival might actually be the latest one now. It has that little staff stamp. So yeah, that might actually be the latest one. But like you said, we were at Worlds in London and people were scrambling. Anyone in a red t-shirt, they were getting hounded for their staff cards.
It was like, I mean, we've been to a lot of events now and shows, and we've seen a lot of, like, you know, buying and selling. Worlds was a different caliber of, like, it was a frenzy, and the staff were just being pounced on. But I mean, there were people who were, you know, they were getting their hands on these really early on because they were just experienced. They knew who to go to. They may have friends that were staff as well, which kind of, you know, helped. But then as the sort of event went on over the days, they became more available. But you just had to be in there. You had to be ready. But yeah, that was a whole thing on its own. So I'm just gonna keep scrolling a little bit. There's a lot of Expedition tonight as well. We've been opening a lot of Expedition recently.
Enjoying a bit of Expedition opening.
Make sure you check out the shorts. We got base set 2.
Rainbow
Zard, PSA 10 as well. We got Burning Shadow Zard in a 7. That's already at $200. This is a big card because it's not very easy to grade. The centering can be really horrendous with Burning Shadows, and the quality not great as well. Whitening on the back of the card is a big problem. So that normally holds a good price. This here, in a PSA 10, what was it, pop 11,500 or something absolutely insane.
I think, 11.5.
Shows you how much product is being
Battle
printed.
Fiesta.
Really, really nice
cool.
card. That's in a 9. I think it's in a 10 tonight as well. I think we've obviously scrolled past it. So again, we're now at like the $180 mark here. So as you can see, we started at $15,500. I love this card.
I've never seen that Morty's Gengar.
I love this card. Such a cool card.
That Level X, Blaze.
So yeah, over here. Japanese. So yeah, I mean, lots of screen promos in tonight.
Right here.
Just going to keep going just so we can see, and then we're going to go through some of my top picks. We've got the Japanese Fossil Mew there in a Beckett 9.5. I once owned this in a black label.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That was insane. This is one that I'm going to talk about. Personally love that, but we'll cover that in a bit. So as you can see, lots available, even box toppers tonight as well. So I mean, you name it, it's here. There is everything. James, member for 5 months, here to support my 2 favorite across the ponders. Dean, thanks again, buddy. I owe you one for sure. Chloe, keep on rocking. Hashtag Alt Queen, hashtag Zard Queen.
Where's my hashtag? No worries, James. All good. I think I saw Pokédex. I see them in the chat. How is it going, guys? No worries. Hope you guys had a great stream. We've never bought from PWCC before. Honestly, I would highly recommend it.
This will be a good insight for you guys then to see. And again, if there's people in the chat bidding tonight, if you want to share your experiences, if you're, you know, currently buying with PWCC, if you've bought in the past, let us know and let the chat know what your experience has been like, just to give others an idea. So I think I'm going to start going through my top picks now. Yep. So this is the first one. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I own a copy of this card and I love this card. This is the Japanese promo Trade Please or Exchange Please. They actually changed the name they were putting on the PSA slabs. It was Exchange Please and now they're naming it Trade Please, so it's known as either or. And the reason this card is fascinating is because the back of the card is hollow. So the entire back of the card is hollow foil. As you can see here, you can kind of see it glistening. I'm obsessed with this card. I actually own a copy of this card in a 10. And it's one of the cards in my collection I'll never sell. It's one as soon as I saw it, I didn't even know this card existed. And a friend of mine, Scott, otherwise known as SM Pratt, you guys might know him. I saw him do a video that featured this card and I was like, Okay, I have to have it. So I managed to pick myself up a copy and I love it. So here it is in a PSA 9, currently sitting at $155. Population on this is 171, and the last few solds I could find were around $250 to $300. So it looks like this could have a little bit of movement in the next, well,
30
I
minutes.
say in the next 30 minutes, but it might go
Yeah,
on
go over.
because of our all access bidding tonight. This is a really cool one. Let us know what you think about this in the chat. Have you seen this card before? Did you know that there is a Pokemon card that has a holo foil back? Because it blew my mind when I found out. Yeah, I'm lucky enough to own a copy of this card now. So really cool.
It looks like I drew it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, from the front, obviously, I still think the artwork is super derpy and super cool as well. I love that. Here is this Topps Chrome set. So we saw it earlier. So all cards are graded between PSA 4 going up to PSA 9. It actually shows you here. There's 1 PSA 4, 7 PSA 6s, 10 PSA 7s, 42 8s, and 18 9s. So if someone is looking for this is not something I imagine that comes up very often. You might get it where someone has graded the bigger hitters, but for the entire set to be graded, and it actually shows you here as well all the cards together. Thought this was a really, really cool one. So it'll be interesting just to see where the price goes on this. What else have I got open? Okay, this has just jumped up $1,000 right here. So this is part of the Illusions Zoroark contest. Now, these cards are incredible. This was a contest held back in 2010 in Japan, and as you can see, there's quite a big paragraph here, but we'll have a little read. So the top prize for winners of the Pokemon card design contest in 2010, the Illusions Zoroark cards were awarded to category winners by contest organisers. So basically what happened was, you'll see it as we look at the other cards, but there was like a template with Zoroark and Zoroark, and kids basically got to design the artwork for the card. This is the most popular one. This is the one that I believe always fetches the highest price out of the entire set. Here it is in a PSA 10, currently sitting at $16,500. This here is a Pop 25.
Wow.
Beautiful card, and I've actually got a couple of did I open one of the other ones? I don't think I did, but we're gonna look another one that I really love is the Pokemon fan winner. So this is the 4th grade winner here, as you can see. It defines it on the slab. The Pokemon fan winner as well, the artwork on that is incredible. So this is the Zoroark, and as you see, as we'll open a few of them up, you'll kind of get a gist of what the blank template looked like, and then they basically designed around it.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, a 4th grade child did this artwork. Can you see how many Pokemon are featured? Huh? Oh yeah, sorry, I can zoom in if I go all the way. Can you see how many Pokemon are featured right here?
This is like the Avengers. You know the last, if anyone hasn't seen it, but the scene where they all go for that big fight. This is the Avengers against Thanos right now. It looks really good. But do you think this is the most popular just because of the Pokemon in it?
I think the art, there's a few others that I think are definitely up there.
It's quite subjective, right?
It is very, and do you know what? When you start to see all the others, there is a real broad difference between them all. But it is a really fascinating card, and I mean, if I just zoom all the way, the details on it
you got Ho-Oh,
are
Raikou,
incredible.
Suicune, Lugia, Zapdos. I see in the top corner. Entei. You have literally all the mythical and legendaries. It looks incredible. Mew, Mewtwo.
It's insane. But yeah, this one is definitely the one. The 4th grade winner is always the one that I always see definitely getting the higher price. So we're going to keep an eye on this throughout, and we are going to look at some of the others as well. We will go back to them, but we'll look at the rest of the tabs we've got open. Okay, here we have got the 1st edition Zard. So like I said, this is population 24 in a CGC 9. Not as many of them, not as many people grading them with CGC in comparison to PSA, for example. Currently sitting at $13,000. Interesting to see where this goes. There's actually 2 of these up, and there's also an 8 and a 7.5 and maybe a few other first ed Zards. I can't remember. There's definitely another 8 and a 7.5 CGC. So lots of first ed Zards up tonight. We have then got the Umbreon from Neo Discovery in a PSA 10. I love this card, what is referred to as the original Moonbreon. Really big card, beautiful card, first edition, doesn't get much better than that. Currently at $4,000. And this card right here is population 93 in a 10.
It'll be interesting to see if, obviously, in the last couple of months, we've had a major rise in price of the Moonbreon from Evolving Skies. Be interesting to see if the rise in that card will affect the price of this one, for instance.
Yeah, whether more people
is more
get drawn
attention
in.
coming back to this card just because of the Moonbreon. Obviously, it's such a beautiful card, so it'll be interesting to see if maybe it goes a bit higher than it usually does.
Yeah, just because it's
got a bit of a hype at the moment.
Yeah. So we'll come back to that one. This one here, I just wanted to point out a classic fan favorite right here. The first edition Dragonite from Fossil in a PSA 10. So this right here is pop 223.
Makes me sad.
And I actually looked up the last three solds of this. I found $5,900, $4,100 and $5,300. And that was all at different auctions over the last, I think, like month and a half. So a little variation in price. They're currently sitting at $3,500. This is just like, it's just like the ultimate nostalgia for maybe people who collected around our sort of age, collecting, you know, WotC base through to maybe like base 2 kind of, you know, rocket era. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one because I don't think I've seen this card in particular up since we've been doing these auctions. So we'll keep an eye and see where that one goes.
Mine got a 9, just for anyone that wants to know.
Don't be bitter.
I'm so salty.
Next up, we have got the Butterfree from Expedition in a PSA 10, currently sitting at $2,400. Now, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, why is a Butterfree in a PSA 10 so expensive? This is a very low pop card. This in a PSA 10 is pop 16.
Yeah, wow.
Very, very low pop. There are a number of cards from Expedition. Skarmory is also very low pop, along with Doug Trio, very low pop. So the low pop cards hold the higher price. They are a lot harder to get your hands on. There's not as many of them in a 10. I found a PSA 9 sale from December sold for $113. So just to give you a bit of context, the price difference between 9s and 10s on some cards is huge. It makes all that difference, that one grade. So I want to keep an eye on this and see where it goes because it's already jumped up like $1,200 from when I last looked at it earlier. So interesting to know the chat's opinion on these lower pop cards.
And obviously there are so many people trying. Well, Expedition is probably one of our favourite sets.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's just like anyone else's. And then there's people out there trying to collect a full PSA 10 set of Expedition. If there's only 20, if there's only 29 of the Butterfrees.
Yeah.
Or if I think it might even be lower pop. I think Skarmory and Doug Trio are the lowest pop, but 9 and 11. There's only so many in a 10. It's going to fetch such an expensive price because there's so many people out there who want to collect the set, but there are only 9, 11 and 29 of certain cards in
and
a 10.
When you're getting to that lower population, obviously the people who currently own them, some may not want to sell them, so they are going to set a price that they're happy with, and that could be, you know, maybe above and beyond what it's actually worth, but it's at the end of the day what people are willing to sell for and what people are willing to pay.
Yep.
And like if there are people out there trying to complete those sets, people are going to pay above and beyond for some cards if they are on that mission. Obviously, had to pull up a first edition base Chansey here in a CGC 9. There's actually a couple of these on tonight. I personally just want to keep an eye on this card. I'm a big Chansey fan, Chansey collector. I even got Chansey on my hoodie tonight. Very well themed. So I own a first edition Chansey in a PSA 9. One day would love to own it in a 10, but it'll be interesting to see where this goes right here. We have then got this Jigglypuff Koro promo here in a PSA 10. This is actually pop 1 of 7. This is really, really low pop. Really cool card. Again, just want to see where this one goes. Would be one that I wouldn't mind personally adding to my collection. And then we have got the Staff promo from World. So I looked up the pop on this. It's pop 48. So there's quite a few of these in a 9. In a 10, I didn't look up the pop. I'm not sure what we're looking at there. If anyone knows in the chat, let us know. But this is a cool one for us particularly because we were at this World. We actually picked up these cards ourselves. So cool one to keep an eye on. So if we go back up here, I want to have a little bit more of an in-depth look at the Illusion Contest cards so you guys can see what we are looking at. Okay, so I'm just going to open a few of them up and then we are going to have a little discussion. You can probably already see the variation in the art between them all. So there is the 4th grade winner. So really, really cool artwork. And then here we have got the Koro winner. So again, a real contrast. Bear in mind, this is the same template that was used on this one right here. So I don't know if you can see when I switch screens, you can see the blank template. You can start to maybe envision what it looked like, but you can see how different it's been interpreted. So again, really, really cool card. This is sitting at $6,750. We have then got the Tel Aviv Kuhn winner. Again, PSA 10. Really, really cute. This is the Zoroa. Currently sitting at $7,250. As I'm showing these, guys, let me know what your favorite artwork is out of all of them.
Is it riding the Latios?
Yeah,
it is, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the Eiffel Tower. I believe it's
might be a tower.
It looks like the Eiffel Tower in the background. We have then got, going back to the Zoroark, this is the Koro Ichiban winner. This is the PSA 10 as well. So again, you can kind of see that template there of the Zoroark and how it's been adapted. Again, some really cool artwork on this one.
It looks very similar to the 4th place.
It does, yeah. Although the 4th grade winner, I think there's just a lot more, it looks a bit more layered, the 4th grade winner one, if we do a little comparison right there.
But it's almost like same sort of Pokemon.
So impressive though.
Ho-Oh, Suicune, Entei, Raikou.
And then this is like a favorite of mine. This is the Pokemon fan winner. This is $10,500 currently sitting at. I can kind of see why this one holds a great price. They have gone ham with the trying to squeeze as much in to this artwork as possible. And I love these contest cards as well.
Look
at that. Literally being squished. I just love these cards so much. There's so much behind these and the story of these. That's
just gone
literally
up.
Jumping up as we're sitting here. I think they are beautiful. And like I said, seeing the whole set come up at auction at once isn't something you see very often. And yes, they are niche cards. They're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but for the people that do like them and are interested in them, this is a good opportunity if they are looking for that entire set to pick it up all at once. Because picking up a set like this individually I feel like is definitely going to be a harder thing to do. And again, these are a mix of 9s and 10s. I think all the ones I've just shown are all 10s. But if we scroll down, that's a 10 there. So this is the 3rd grade winner. And again, you can see the difference in the artwork. And this is one that I love as well. This is actually in a PSA 9, but I love this one. This is the 1st grade winner. Can we just, a 1st grader drew that? I mean,
yeah, that's crazy.
That is insane. But again, it's just that super cute, I don't know. This card just gives me the feels. I love this. So again, this is actually in a PSA 9. So you can see there's a couple of 9s and 10s as well. But it'd be really interesting if the people bidding on these are individual people or there's someone trying to go for the entire set. Be very, very cool to know. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but the certs are actually sequential as we go through. So as you can see, they were all graded at the same time. But yeah, so those are a few of my favorites. I'm actually going to leave those up because I'm kind of interested to see where they all go. So I'm just going to do a little refresh of this page and see where we are sitting with some of the pricing. Yeah, the card is gorgeous. Honestly, the artwork on them are insane. So this one is really catching up now at $11,000. Zard's still sitting at 13, and now we're going to go in and look at this booster box. So for those who do not know with regards to how the booster boxes work here at PWCC, so as you can see, this one here is tamper sealed. So what they do is they open up the vintage boxes here and they verify them to make sure they're authentic. It gives PWCC peace of mind that what they are selling is a authentic product, and it gives the buyer peace of mind what they're buying is an authentic product. So as you can see, it's tamper sealed on the front there, so no one can then, because obviously with the front you can push down the flap, so there you can see the stickers, and on the back there as well, so you can see there's been no tampering. So this is an unlimited jungle box here, sitting at $8,000. Now, even though these boxes have been open and tamper sealed for verification, it hasn't been affecting the price from what we've seen recently.
No.
They've all been selling for very, very healthy prices. So yeah, be interesting to see where the unlimited jungle box goes. In first grade, I was only focused on nap time. I mean, for a first grader to draw that, that's like Picasso level. I mean, I don't know what I can't draw that now.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't even pull off a stick man.
I mean, and I'm no artist, but that is impressive. So I think that's where you really get the appreciation for these cards.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. So
I think the fourth grade is my favorite personally. Now I've seen them a lot more. I mean, like you said, we were lucky enough to see them in person.
I'm very torn between a few of them. I personally love this card. This gives me happiness. This, I just love how many Pokemon they've tried to squeeze into this and like none of them look affected either. They have all been drawn beautifully and they're all just, again, like layered on top of each other. So this is the Pokemon fan winner.
The fourth grade is, like I said, it's like a scene out of Avengers.
I'm really loving this one, actually. But yeah, if we go to the fourth grade... It's a strong artwork.
It is. Look, he's on Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is... It's like they're riding in on Ho-Oh. Mewtwo on the wings, and they're about to just get down to it.
It's a strong artwork. Right, so if I go to the filter up here, we're now going to have a look low to high. So just for those of you who are new to the website, I'm going to go all the way back to the start so you can see how it all works here. So when you get onto the PWCC website, this is where you land. A little bit of information about everything that's going on, about their fixed price marketplace, their weekly auction. And as you can see, like I said, it's not just Pokemon. They sell everything here.
So much stuff.
Some really cool items on that image there. David Beckham signed shirt, Spider-Man comics. We got graded games as well. Magic the Gathering right there. Some basketball. Again, just so you can see what it's all looking like. So this is where you land, and up here you got your marketplaces tab, and you can choose where you want to go to. So you got your weekly, your premier, or your fixed price. So we're looking at the weekly. So you click on your weekly, and today there are 17,298 items in the weekly auction. When you think about last week, I think there were about 15,500. The amount of items that are actually going through the weekly auctions is actually out of this world. There must be an army
you could
running these, or you could,
literally
just a few. So as you can see here, it's a variation of things. But yeah, sports, Pokemon. So if we go over to your little filter tab here, you'll be able to filter and choose exactly. I mean, you can literally break it down to, really, really specific. So we are going to choose the weekly auction from today, because you can actually already look at next week's weekly auction. So we always say when this one is ending tonight, make sure for the next live stream next week, you're looking ahead at the next weekly auction, picking out your top picks. So again, we're going to choose that. So we're going to apply that right there, and it will apply to today. And then we are going to type in Pokemon up here. I'm just going to do that without knocking over my Red Bull. Pokemon. There we go. Press enter, and then I'm going to filter from low to high this time. There we go.
And as we were saying, there is literally something for everyone.
There really is. I mean, we're starting at $5 here, all the way up to, like you said, 16,500.
What is that mana fee?
I mean, let's have a look at this, because that's actually quite a funky card. So PWCC saying we believe in having an item for everyone. That's what I mean, because when you talk about auctions, especially within the Pokemon community, I think people automatically think, oh, that's just expensive items. I can't get involved in that. It won't appeal to me. It is the complete opposite here with PWCC. There is, I mean, you can see in the front of me here, we're, $5-6 right here. And there is everything, every type of card. It's not just, holos or full arts. There's graded reverses, there's raw cards, there's everything. I can't express enough how don't feel you're going to be priced out because it's only high-end items. That is not what we're talking about or looking at here.
Look at that.
It's a Black Star XY promo.
The Magina Mythical Collection. Oh, mad.
Looks really cute. $5.
Yeah.
CGC 7.5. Get yourself a bargain. Pokefang, member for 13 months. Chloe and Dean, just wanted to say I hope you're both having a wonderful new year so far. Thank you for over a year on the membership.
Damn.
I appreciate you, and
What's
I
up,
hope you
Pokefang?
are well. Right, so we're going to have a little scroll here just so you can see what we're looking at. I mean, there's a lot of VS trainers right here, and like I said, look, we're looking at reverses. We even have a Deoxys reverse right here,
3.5.
sorry, hollow, 3.5 CGC, but that's what I mean,
specific.
like very specific, very specific, but that there is everything you can imagine. You know, GXs, energies.
Oh, there was a league card there. You see the skateboard.
Yeah, a skateboard in
Yeah.
a PSA 8. Got Celebrations, Classic Collection here. We got first edition Rocket. Like, it's
Never ending.
It's literally never ending. Like, I don't even have to explain. You can actually see as we're going through. Love fairy energy. I mean, there's everything here. So depending what you're looking for, whether you're putting together a graded set of one of the newer modern sets, whether you're looking for cards, maybe you haven't been able to find one. So if you pick up one of these cheaper sabs, you could even crack these and put these in your binders. Like, you know, the options are endless. We've even got Neo Genesis Hollow right here in a PSA 2. You name it, it's going to be here.
Wait, look at that right one. Look at that. That artwork is so good.
That...
Shop it.
Right, that when you're having a nightmare and you imagine a monster coming out the wardrobe.
That's a fun monster.
That's what it. I mean, we got different ideas of fun. But yeah, we got EX era right here. I'm gonna keep going just so we can see what's
Jinx
on the lower
is what
end.
I imagine in my nightmares.
Oh, Jinx. I mean, we give Jinx a hard time. Auntie Jinx is here to give us a hug and love us all. So this is what I want to talk about right here because we haven't had. This is the first one we're seeing this evening. So. This right here is a raw card that has been authenticated. So as you can see in the video, they're showing the card raw. And as you can see it here, it looks like it's in some form of a slab. It's not actually a slab. It's like a top loader with a label on it. And what this is NBA, the company, are authenticating the card so that you know the card you are buying is a raw card, but it is a genuine card. And they work with PWCC to offer this service. So if you ever see these on the auction, it's a certified authentic. It's not graded. It's not like a 1 to 10 like PSA, CGC or Beckett would do. They are authenticating the raw card. So you've got peace of mind that you're buying a genuine card. So it's a really cool idea. And again, they give you a little overview right there. So if you ever see those little NBA labels right there, that is what you are looking at in case you've never seen them before. But again, lots of Japanese
Shiny Zora.
Oh yeah, right in the corner right there. Lots of Japanese, lots of English. Again, like I said, we got baby shinies, you know, shiny, quite a few shining fates actually. Amazing rares, card ass. I mean, there's literally and we've got vintage at this level as well. It's not just modern.
We've not even broke the $10 mark yet.
Oh, look how cute that is. I mean, there's so many cool cards on here. And like I said, we're not, like Dean just said, we're not even at the $10 mark. Another PSA 2. Maybe there was a PSA 2 collector. Let's put the collection up. So yeah, that's a really cool one. Neo Destiny right there. That's appropriate. I'm doing a Neo Destiny box break in a couple of months. Make sure you're getting involved in that one if you want to. Charmander from Pop Series 5. Really nice artwork. Nice. So that's what I mean. There's literally a little bit of everything. So if any of you guys are bidding on any of these tonight, be sure to let us know. Or if you don't want to let us know just yet, maybe don't tell us what you're bidding on, but let us know if you're bidding or not. Because I know there was some people last week who wanted to sort of keep it close to the chest until they were confident.
No one sniped me. Chris says, looking for Gengars for my collection. Oh, nice. Well, hopefully you're able to pick some items up.
I think we've seen a few tonight.
Yeah, some nice cards. Lots
of shinies right here. Lots of VS set as well. So we'll just keep going. We've just hit the $10 mark right here. Lots of graded. Team Magma versus Aqua. Neo Discard. PSA 2 again. I'm sure there's a PSA 2 collection going on right here. I've never seen so many PSA 2s, because you do get people who collect, you know, PSA 1 through to 10 if they're, you know, collecting certain Pokemon. PSA 2. Again. There's something going on with the PSA 2s tonight.
What don't we know about hunting for the illustrious Dittos tonight? Or is that... oh my goodness. Can't read. I'm going to let you read that one.
So Mike is saying I'm going for the Coro Jigglypuff. Mike, I'm jealous. I love that card. We will have a look at that and see where that price is sitting as well, because that's one we looked at the beginning. So like, just so you can see, guys, even at the lower end, loads available. So don't feel like there isn't something in your price point. So let's jump back to our
says
high
I like
to
PSA
low.
1s. Well, interesting.
Interesting.
What about it do you like?
Let's go sort by highest bid first and apply. And guys, if you've just jumped in, welcome in. Be sure to hit that like button on your way in this evening if you haven't already. So it looks like pricing hasn't moved on a lot of these. So let's go back through our tabs. So sitting at 311. Cool. Got some big price on these. $10,000. 7,250. So none of these have moved since we've looked at them. Really interested to see where this one will go, considering they're all graded. Oh, that's jumped up $1. Still at 16.5. 13,000. So remember, there's 2 of these tonight, so it'll be interesting to see if they both end at the same price or if one goes slightly higher or slightly lower. Let's have a look. Umbreon at 4.
There's also a fossil box up
Dragonite.
for tonight.
That's edition. 7 days.
Oh, right. Oh, what?
Dean hasn't been doing his filtering.
I thought I filtered it.
So all of these look like... Oh, okay. So this is the one Mike was just talking about here. This Jigglypuff Coro promo. This is pop 1 of 7. So really, really low pop. But I just think it's such a nice card. I love this card. So where do we think that one's going to be ending? And Staff card has just jumped up there from Worlds to $250 as well. Okay, let's have a little scroll through, see what this is looking like. Jungle Box at 8k still. So that is unlimited, remember. Lots of the Illusions contest cards sitting higher up. Let's have a little look at the Creatures deck card, because I think this might be the only one, unless I've skimmed past. So last week, no, wait.
The Mewtwo was it was the Mega Mewtwo.
Yeah, that was the week. That was the week before, wasn't it? I've got too many tabs open. Let's have a look. Come on. Don't do this to me.
Charmander went quite high too. Well, went for quite a lot.
No sun faded cards today. Right, here we go. So this is the Mewtwo EX right here from the Creatures deck in a CGC 9.5, currently sitting at $5,000. We've seen some really healthy prices on the Creatures deck cards. I think last week was the most that were up all at the same time. The Charmeleon last week, the Mew last week. I think the Mega Mewtwo was week before. So they've been sort of spread out a little bit. But here we've got another one here. CGC. Have they all been CGC? The ones that were on auction, or were some PSA? Some were PSA. Like I said, it's all starting to blur into one now. So yeah, really, really cool. Trico's jumped up to 4k right there. Again, more. Oh, we've got Skyridge here. Gengar in a 10, sitting at $3,000. Very nice. We got some Neo Genesis first edition for Alligator, sitting at $3,500. Wow. Dorco, welcome in. We're up late every single Sunday. We're here every Sunday watching the PWCC auction. So if you want to jump in and you're a night owl, come along, come and join us. Because it's a late night. We've got the Red Bull keeping us going. Guys, too many tabs open. My computer is like not feeling it. Let's do a little refresh. Creatures chances on the Premier, yeah. Well, I might have to just close a few of these tabs.
To be fair, Dactyl says the website's bugging out for him as well.
Oh, okay. So maybe there's too many of us on it. We're all jumping in on the auction. Let's see if I can keep these ones open, and let's just see if it will do a little refresh. Will any of you be at the Collecticon events this year? Yes, we're going to be at Orlando Collecticon in 2.5 weeks' time. Cannot wait. So if you're going to be there, let us know. Really, really looking forward to it. It is our first Collecticon So I'm excited to see. Okay, people saying they're having a few issues with the website, so it might just be that it's glitching out a little bit.
Too many
Guys,
people
we're
getting ready for
overloading the
extended
website.
bidding.
Everyone is ready.
They're
5
getting
minutes to
too
go as
ready
well.
for it.
So let's just maybe keep an eye on our tabs and see where we are. So 4.5 minutes until all access extended bidding starts. Have any of these moved? Now I think these are all sitting in the same place currently.
Well, if the website's down, it
might affect the tabs as well, but we will see. Maybe I'll just do a little refresh on this one just to see where we go. The Butler is securing his win by crashing the site. Chat broke the website. No, chat. PWCC are looking into it, guys, so hang tight. Do not worry just yet. Yeah, Dean's...
I've got an error on my website.
That's okay. Don't worry, guys. PWCC are on it. They're looking into it right now, so be patient. Let's do a phone-in Q&A while we wait. Yeah, guys, if you've got any questions about anything, just drop them in the chat and we can have a little answer just while we're waiting for the website to pop back up. Are you bidding on these? We're not personally. Basically, this is like a little series that we're doing that's it's different content from what I normally put out on the channel. Obviously, we're opening packs and we're doing that other side. This also goes on the market analysis, the buying, the selling. So we thought this would be a fun way, and Dean's co-hosting with me. Thank you very much for staying up super late. Appreciate it.
I did a 5-hour stream today.
I'm not gonna lie, Dean has put in a shift today. I didn't think it was gonna go for 5 hours. So
I didn't either, but it was fun. It was good fun. It was good.
Chloe, will you come to the Tokyo Fish Market with me at Worlds? Admiral, I couldn't think of anyone else I'd rather
Wait,
go
is Admiral
with.
here? Where is he?
Admiral's there, yeah.
How's it going, Admiral?
Trish and Trevor saying, Dean, out of 10, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling really good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you for Scarlet and Violet cards? I'm excited. I know that some people aren't a big fan of change and the silver borders and all that jazz, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. Dean streams from my studio every Sunday in time for the PWCC auction where we sit. Let's have a little look and see if we can refresh again. Guys,
working.
hang in there.
They're looking into it. PWCC have said in the chat
they got
that
the
they're
tech
looking into
team on the Dean looks like he's gonna fall asleep.
I'm actually
Dean's
fine.
vibing.
I'm vibing.
Dean's okay. So I wonder if none of these have moved. Let's just have a little flick through again just to see. They might, because the timer's still ticking. But we'll see what happens when the extended bidding starts. Guys, the 1 week it's all access bidding. People are causing the site to shut down. We got so many people. I wonder how many people are sitting on the site right now ready to jump in, because it definitely is changing that extended bidding normal access. So normally what happens with extended bidding is extended bidding starts at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and normally you have to have placed your establishing bid, so you have to have placed a prior bid on your item to be able to jump in and bid on it during extended bidding. And that is per item. You can't just bid on one item and then be on extended bidding for all items.
No.
You have to have normally placed your established bid on every item you want to be able to extend a bid on. Tonight it's all access. You can jump in now at any point. Dean's going to sleep all day tomorrow / today.
I got a lot of stuff to do.
We got a lot to do. We got a lot of packing.
I got to pack up your orders.
Chad said, Dean, a big thank you for allowing that raid at the end to connect to Che. I won the drawing giveaway for a 2017 Black Star promo.
Oh, you got the CGC slab.
Nice.
Congrats, Chad. I hear Pokemon is going up an MSRP with Scarlet and Violet. I'll have to wait and see, because I'm not sure. I think I've heard that, but I don't know.
Yeah, 50p.
It's gone up like 50p per pack.
Green Tea got his bid in already. Very nice, Green Tea. And like I said, it's all access. So let's do a little home page and we'll go back to PWCC.
I'm literally trying it on my laptop. It's not working.
Let's give the guys over there a chance to get it going. Yeah, it's not actually letting me click on it now. So we're going to just keep an eye right here. Let's see if anything changes on these. Got my tabs open, guys. Always got the tabs open. Let's have a look at this one, see if anything happens right here.
God, I got my bid.
Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Okay. Right, so we've gone into the extended, all access extended bidding. So we need Oh, so that means everything's going to end a lot later tonight then.
At 5.
At 5 a.m. Okay.
Yeah, which one was that?
Because that's saying half hour there.
We were on.
I think that was I think that was just a glitch. Yeah.
Oh right. It definitely said 1 hour.
It did say 1 hour something. Yeah, I think it was just a glitch. So let's give the guys a chance to get back on top of these. So just as you can see here, just gonna go back through our top picks. So again, this right here is an entire graded set. So even though there are some lower grades in it, I think just to have the whole set graded is going to be interesting. So we'll be interesting to see where that ends. This hollow back right here, I just love this card. I own it in a PSA 10. I think last sale price on a PSA 9 for this one was around $250 to $300. This is pop 171, so quite a few of these. Obviously, we've got our Zoroark cards. Again, this is always definitely the most popular.
Probably going to be the one that goes for the most in this
I
week's
think
auction.
so. However, there was... what one was catching it up? Was it the Pokemon Fan Winner? One of them was catching it up. CGC Zard. Now, there's 2 of these in a CGC 9 tonight, and then there is one in an 8 and one in a 7.5. So if you're after a first ed Zard, you've actually got quite a variation of grades to be going in for.
It'll be interesting to see, because there's 2 9s as well, what the difference is.
Yeah, and we can't show you right now just because the website is being fixed, but the 2... CGC 9s have a slight colour variation. One is lighter and one is slightly darker. Obviously can't explain it now without having them side by side, but we'll have a look at that. The Poncho Pikachus, we will have a look when we can get back onto the website, but there's a handful of Poncho Pikas up tonight. I love the Poncho Pikachus. It is... beautiful artwork, beautiful cards. I think they're all PSA 10s tonight as well. What people might call the original Moonbryon there. Neo Discovery, first edition Umbreon. This card is beautiful. And out of all the Neo sets, Neo Discovery isn't necessarily my most favourite personally. No. But this card, I mean...
I feel like for me, it's just the Espeon and Umbreon set.
Yeah.
They're the 2... big cards for me personally.
Yeah, but yeah, I love this card. I think it's beautiful. Again, fan favorite here. I haven't actually seen a first ed Dragonite in a 10 since we've been doing these auctions, so I thought I would focus on this one. This is just a classic that everyone loves. Whenever we pull this from a box, whether it's unlimited or first edition, the crowd go wild. Yeah. Everyone loves it. I love seeing this card, and I've actually opened boxes before where the Dragonite hasn't been in there, so it's not always guaranteed. Have you?
I don't think I've ever pulled it.
Have you done first ed or unlimited, or have you done?
I've done both.
Because I've done a couple of both, and a couple of boxes I haven't had this.
I think I've done first ed, not unlimited, but I have never opened a pack and had a Dragonite. Yeah. Luckily, I entered a box break and pulled the Dragonite, which got a PSA 9. I'm very salty about, but I've never actually pulled it myself.
So yeah, beautiful card. And then this one, some of you might have been wondering why I had this up. This is a really low pop. This is pop 16. So this is a Butterfree from Expedition. There's a few other low pops, the Doug Trio, the Skarmory. Lower pops tend to hold that value, obviously for the reason there's not as many of them. And again, it's just what people are willing to pay for them. If there is someone like Dean said is maybe looking to put the whole PSA 10 set together, they're going to want these cards and they're going to want to pay. Some people pay whatever it takes to get them. So I do feel like sometimes the collectors who are just, have the cash, they have the, funds available to be able to put these sets together, and they just need those last 1 or 2 cards. They do sometimes end up setting, higher market prices, whether it's private sales and maybe we don't hear about them as much, or whether they see one of these on an auction, they're just like, you know what, now is my chance. I am just going to keep bidding until I get it. That's where you can see some of these prices really get crazy, really get high.
So borders on the left. The other thing is as well, especially if there's Skarmory or Doug Trio that is like pop 9.
Yeah.
Those 9 people that have it may actually be already doing the whole, trying to complete the whole
set.
set.
As
so
well.
They're not going to want to sell it.
No, and that's what I mean. These people that do own them currently, it might be because, like you say, they're putting the set together, or they've graded it themselves. They've been maybe surprised that it's come back, a 10, and then they thought, you know what, I don't want to get rid of this, want to hold on to it. But yeah, there's always kind of depending on the reason people want it, depending on how easily that person wants to sell it, that's where you can really see some of these really crazy prices come from. This I just want to keep an eye on myself. Beautiful card. I love Chansey. I own a first ed Chansey in a PSA 9. Dream one day to own it in a 10. And now when I hit 50,000 subs on the channel, which we're closing in on, we're getting there, I have one guaranteed holo first edition base set booster pack that I'm going to open to celebrate. I bought the pack over a year ago now from Rusty, TCA Gaming, and I always said to myself I would open it at a big milestone, and 50,000 for me is that milestone. I'm trying to mentally tell myself there's a Chansey in it. PSA 10 condition. We'll see. But yeah, if you're not already subbed to the channel, please do so.
Traveled all over the world.
That pack has been worldwide. This one is a really cool one. Pop 1 of 7, so really low pop on this. Just be interesting to see where this is at. Admiral, that is a grail card of mine, not something I can afford currently. So there's a Creatures Chansey on the Premiere auction. It's like the beta Chansey, a card I one day wish to own. But yeah, we'll see. I will get it up maybe when the website comes back. And then we have got this card, really cool for us because we were actually at the 2022 Worlds here in London. This is the Star Stamp Champions Festival, and we witnessed the frenzy that was taking place for these cards. Right, let's just give this a little reload, see if it's coming back. The guys at PWCC are working on this, guys, so just be patient, give them a moment. People are going wild for the all access bidding. We've taken the site down, but hang in there. Who just said something about skydiving? 50k is also skydiving.
Didn't see it.
Guys.
Hangry Williams says, hey, anyone having trouble accessing PWCC? So if anyone has just jumped in and trying to get onto the website, there's currently some technical difficulties. So just be patient because we're all in the same boat. Yeah. And hopefully it gets fixed as quickly as possible. PWCC have said in the chat that they're working on sorting it out. So
just bear with them, guys. I'm just going to have a look and see if there's any updates on their end, but just hang in there best you can. And we'll just keep chatting about what we have seen so far. Let me just check to see if they've put anything out, just to see if we know. But they said the team are working on it. So if you could just bear with them. Hang in there. Right, there's nothing yet. Yeah, guys, just hang in there. So like I said, these are the tabs we've got open. These are the items we were focused on earlier. I'm really interested to see where this whole set goes because the whole set is up tonight. Like I said, the whole set doesn't come up very often. And these are actually sequential grades. I haven't got any of the other ones open at the moment. How does import taxes if we're in the UK and buy something from the auction? So it depends what you're buying, it depends the value, everything like that. Reach out to PWCC directly. They do have an FAQ section on their website. Depending on where you live, not just the UK, maybe if you're in Europe or wherever you're based, obviously there'll be different imports depending on where you're from. They do also offer the vault as well. So the PWCC vault is, say if you buy something on auction and you don't necessarily need it immediately, you can have it stored in their vault as well. That's a service. It's free. They have actually got a whole section on the website as well about and a demo, so you can always look into that. Guys, Give the guys at PWCC a chance. They are working on it. They're working hard. They're going to have an update soon. Hang in there, guys. Hang in there. Do not worry. Just like Darth Twizzy just said there is the Vault program as well. So you guys can have your items stored in the vault, which is a really, really cool thing. Do you know what? One day I would love to go and see the PWCC vault. I'd love to just poke my head in.
Ocean's 11 style.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
PWCC are in the chat.
I'm joking.
No, it would be insane just to the fact that, to think, and we're not just talking Pokemon here. Like I said, on the auction, I think there's over 17,500 items available tonight. Last week, there was around 15,500. Tonight, I think there's, Pokemon-wise, about 3,500. So there's Pokemon, there's Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh!, there's other TCG, there's sports, basketball, hockey, football, you name it, it's on there. And like I've had a little peek at the non-Pokemon items as well. Some are like the basketball cards, obviously.
Baseball
Throws
me off.
I don't have any knowledge. Some of the pricing
crazy.
is wild.
Crazy.
My brother is a big basketball fan. And I've actually said to him, like, make sure you're keeping your eye on the PWCC auctions, because he is a big fan and he's starting to get into the cards. But I said it's a really good way to definitely learn about, if you don't have that big knowledge, especially on the bigger cards as well. Yeah, there's some WWE. There was actually an Alexis Bliss rookie, which I saw in a PSA 8. I was going to send it to the butler as a hint to be like, can add that one to my collection. I love Alexis Bliss. But yeah, there literally is a little bit of everything. I think there's MMA as well. I personally collect WWE like outside of Pokemon. But yeah, depending on, so if you're a Pokemon fan but you also love sports, you can actually, have several items.
Yeah.
Like open your tabs like me, guys. There's always lots of options.
My Grail card would be the Gold Star Espeon Play promo, but do I see Japanese somewhere? No. Oh, yeah. But maybe one day I can get a played English version. I mean, it's really, really cool. Obviously, the Pop Series cards, they are probably the hardest ones to get out of the Gold Stars and probably fetch for the most amount of money.
They are. Considering... there's so many gold stars actually, and we've actually seen since we've been doing this auction series. So this is week 4 now. I think there's been gold stars every week, but the last week there was loads of PSA 10s. I think we've got the Mudkip,
Trico Torchic.
Trico Torchic. There was there is a gold star Trico tonight and a Gyarados in a 10.
Yeah, and there's a Japanese Charizard, I believe.
And I think there's Latias and Latios as well. So yeah, there's so much. It only took 4 weeks to close to turn to the Red Bull. So the reason I bought it today was last week, like I don't drink coffee. I've been on the water. Last week I was full of energy. But I thought I'm going to get Red Bull tonight just in case I need it. PWCC saying we are close to a fix. Hang in there, guys. Guys, be patient. Do not worry. The team over at PWCC are working on it and we can get straight back to these beautiful cards. But yeah, there's everything. And like we said, it's not just higher end. Like I have had people say to me before, like, I don't watch these auctions because, it's just the expensive cards. I can't afford anything. I'm not interested in high end. Not the case at all. Yeah. And also, it's not just cards. There's graded coins. There's graded games.
Oh yeah,
there's
week
graded.
There was so many coins.
Yeah, there is a coin this week that was, I think it was about $120 when I looked earlier. Wow. But we'll go back and see if we can find it. Graded game. There's everything. So again, it's not just cards. So if you are into the games, there's boxes. There was booster packs last week and I think the week before as well, English and Japanese as well. Guys, just hang in there. They are working on a fix. It is 3:13 a.m. And guys, we are here every Sunday. The reason why we do this live is because doing it after the auction, obviously it's not as interactive and as fun, I suppose, for the live chat. Watching it live together is the aspect of it. So we are here every single Sunday, apart from when we're traveling, and we are actually going to be away in 2 weeks' time for CollectorCon. So we will be having a 2-week break, and then when we get back, we'll be straight back to it. But I will definitely I'll be keeping my eye on the auction whilst I'm away, and I'll definitely be popping on my Instagram story my top picks and my thoughts. So make sure, I always say to everyone, make sure you're following my socials, because depending where I am and what I'm doing, that's where I'll let you guys know everything. All my streaming schedules, everything I've got going on and coming up. Make sure you're following Pokey Chloe on Instagram so you do not miss out. And again, thank you to the guys at PWCC working hard to fix the website issue. We're just going to do a refresh. I don't think we've had anything just yet. Do not panic, guys. It is coming back. But yeah, so just while we're away, we won't be streaming just because we're unable to get the live set up. It's not that easy to live stream YouTube while you're traveling.
Internet sometimes becomes a bit of a problem.
You can't rely on the internet connection. At least I know here we got the good internet connection. But yeah, I will be definitely doing updates on my story for those weeks. There is our Instagrams in the chat. Make sure you're following Dean as well. Check Dean out on YouTube, Pokey Dean. He did a 5-hour stream tonight. You have put in a shift.
It was a shift. I didn't expect it to go that long, but it was fun.
You're still going strong.
You're still
going strong. And guys, when the website does come back up, literally they're fixing on it. It'll be any moment now. You can join us by looking at the website. We always have this weekly auction pinned at the top of the chat, so you guys can follow along with us, because say if we're looking at something maybe you're not as interested in, you can be doing a little bit of exploring.
You should do some IG lives while exploring.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done an Instagram live in like 2 years. I started when I like first made my Pokemon Instagram. That's where I did some pack openings, like just for myself. I did a few Instagram lives, and then people were like, why don't you try YouTube? And then here we are. Look at us.
5 hours.
Who would have thought?
3 a.m.
So yeah, we could definitely do something like that while we're out and about. We're going to be at Collecticon in Orlando in a couple of weeks. We're planning to go to more Collecticons as well throughout the year. We're hopefully going to Worlds in Japan in August. There's no like confirmed dates and details on that yet, so we haven't booked anything. We're going to France in April. We're back in June. We're back in California at Card Party with Deep Pocket Monster. Our schedule is literally like...
It's going to be a year of traveling. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Not a big fan of the Topps cards. I wasn't at first, but do you know what? I'm starting to appreciate them a little bit more. I remember collecting some of them as a kid, but like you said, I never really grew too attached to them. I remember when
that's all of them right now.
As a child, picking them up and being like, well, these aren't Pokemon cards. These aren't the proper Pokemon cards. But, I mean, the artwork's really cool. So, yeah,
we got 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7. So, it's a mix of grades, but the entire set is graded. So, I just think that was an interesting lot. Even if you're not particularly interested in Topps, I think it's cool to see a whole set of graded cards, because you do tend to see this at auction where people might have like all the base holos graded, whether it's PSA or CGC, and they put them up as a lot. So those sort of things are interesting, because again, if you're collecting those sets, it can take a bit longer if you're trying to pick up every card individually. If you're going to get the whole lot at once, it does make it easier for those collectors. Obviously it's going to be more expensive, but I'm really enjoying this series on PWCC. Sounds like a loaded, busy schedule. Zard Lurkin, it's going to be wild. But do you know what? I'm really, really excited this year, because we're actually getting to events where we've been to a few card shows here in the UK. We've met quite a few people in our community here. But obviously, we have members of our community worldwide, and I particularly have quite a lot of people in the States that watch the channel and follow the channel, and I'm grateful for all of you, and just don't get the opportunity to bump into you guys. So these events are where it's going to happen. I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to film some videos with you guys, and I've got some really cool plans because we're going to quite a few events, so there's all different things going on. But one thing I will say, at Collecticon and at all the shows this year, I'm going to be buying and I'm going to be trading. So I'm going to be coming by the vendor stands. A few from my friends have messaged me that are vending at Collecticon. We're going to be checking them out. But if you're there and you're looking to sell or you're looking to trade, it might not always work out, but let me know what you've got available. I'm always interested. We are going to be buying and trading and selling all year long. Snowy with the super chat Viltrum raid. Have we had a raid? Have we had a raid again? Is it Viltrum again? Viltrum
going in.
I just saw something there and I wanted to. No, I've lost it. 182 people watching again. Thank you so much. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Chloe looks well rested. Anthony, I'm not gonna lie. I've had a nap. I've had a couple of Red Bulls. I am well rested. I am good. Right, we are going to do another little refresh here. Just bear with us, guys. They are working on the Buy My Collection. Anthony, sell it to me at a good price and you'll have yourself a deal.
I'll give you $1.
Have you still got that Secret Wonders box?
$1.50.
I'll give you $2.50 for it. Dollars.
$3.50.
And I'm talking $250 as well. Right, okay, so let's just see if any of these have moved. I'm not sure if they will because of the website loading, but they are. The guys at PWCC are working on it. Guys, you have gone ham because it's all access bidding and we've taken down the site. That's when you know we're doing a good job over here sharing this out. And do you know what's really cool as well? So we're obviously here live streaming the Pokemon side of the auction, but there are other people that live stream all the different TCGs, so like sports and hockey and stuff, which is really cool. So there must be so many people tonight on this. I still have a Secret Wonders box. Anthony, bring it to Orlando.
Yeah, bring it to Orlando, Anthony.
And give me a good prize. Buy my collection. Yeah, Anthony, I'm ready. Right, let's just have a little look here.
And if you guys have any more questions, feel free to
just
let us
drop
know
them in
the
chat. We're just waiting for the website to come back up, and then we will be straight back to it. So let's just give the homepage another little refresh and see. Dean's not tired. He's just listening a lot tonight.
Yeah, literally, I'm just taking everything in.
Dean has done well. He's had a long old streaming day today. I'll be at the card party. Anthony,
Can't wait.
cannot wait. So we're going to be at card party in June 9th till the 11th. PWCC
Oh my word.
with the 10 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. Guys, if you're not already, make sure you are following PWCC on all their socials. Make sure you're checking out the auction and make sure you're here every week. Thank you so much and welcome in to all the new members who just caught a membership right there. PWCC out here like Christmas.
Showing the love.
Like Christmas, giving out those memberships.
Make sure you thank PWCC as well if you were able to catch one. I'm seeing loads of people being able to catch the gifted memberships.
Who we got? We got Admiral, we got Waterloo Medic, we got Certi, we got PM Music, Gillian. Welcome in everyone. Thank you PWCC. Appreciate you all. And guys, do remember, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. The more likes, the more it pushes it out, gets more people involved. I can't check out the auction site, it's down yet. Give them a chance, guys. No worries, PWCC, no worries. I know you guys are working hard on it. Trust me, we've all had tech problems before. I've started streams multiple times without my microphone on. You know,
Chloe went live on my channel.
I've been live on Dean's channel. Okay, funny story, right? Was it like 5 times?
Yeah,
it was a good 4 or 5 times, like consistently one after the other.
And I was standing next to her, and my channel went live.
Yeah, and he was like, "That's not me. Hold on a minute."
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us. So hang in there, guys. PWCC on YouTube, PWCC on Instagram. There are the links. Make sure you are following them right there. Just give them a chance to get it up and going. They are working on it. There's so many of us this evening that want to jump in, that we have caused the site to go down, guys. That is craziness. Past your bedtimes. Yeah, it's 3:22 a.m., but we are powering through. But yeah, guys, just hang in there. We will have an update from PWCC as to what's going to happen, and then we will be able to take it from there. Let's see those new member emojis.
And speaking of Orlando,
yeah,
because we were talking about going to events,
yeah,
it's going to be really interesting to see the difference between
UK
events and US events, because I'd say in the last 2 years or maybe a year, UK events have really started to kind of come into effect, and people kind of like a lot more are popping up, but in the US it's been established for a while.
And I would say, like, and I'm not just, you know I love the States, and
yeah, we both do,
all you guys there are great. I feel like the events here in the UK are that little bit newer, where they're starting to find their feet and what works for them. But the events in the US, I feel like, from what I see, I mean, we're gonna experience it for ourselves, but like the top tier with the entertainment, there's always it's not just the there's vendors, the people bring in their, like, their A game to these events. They have entertainment, there's box breaks going on, there's other people performing and doing things, there's signings, there's so much. And don't get me wrong, the UK really is starting to grow here and step it up, but I feel like I don't know, it's a tough one. Where the UK is a bit smaller, maybe it's going to be harder for them to differentiate as much, whereas I feel like with the collector cons, for example, all in different states, I feel like you're going to see there might be some vendors that travel with the shows, but I feel like you're going to get that real good variation. There's always going to be something different, something you haven't seen. I hope Worlds 2024 is in Hawaii.
That'd be amazing. That'd be great.
See you there.
That'd be
I've
really
wanted
good.
to go back to Hawaii. I visited Hawaii in 2015. Have never been back since. Said that I would be going back like as much as I can. It's not an easy journey from the UK. It's quite a way.
You would think that next year's will be in America though. I say it's because it's usually in America, but the last 2 years have been outside of America.
Yeah, I mean, when we were at Worlds and we were watching the announcement, the crowd went wild when they announced Yokohama. But when the video first came up, I was like,
where is that?
Where is that? Yeah. That could be anywhere. And then when it was Japan, that was insane. I don't think Chloe would ever leave Hawaii if they put Worlds there. Not going to lie, if my feet land back on that Hawaiian sand, you're going to struggle to get me out of Hawaii again. Because... yeah, it honestly, guys, Hawaii, chef's kiss. It's beautiful. Show the tab with the championship card. We're talking about this one here. Are we talking about the Champions Festival card?
Champions Festival.
If it's in Hawaii, we are there. Any reason to go to Hawaii is a good one. Maui is my favorite place on earth. So I went to Maui and Oahu. We stayed on Waikiki Beach, which at the Hilton, which is I mean, if you've been to Hawaii, you'll probably know it. It's beautiful. And then we went to Maui, and I'm not going to lie, the plane journey between the two islands was about 35 minutes or so. Landing on Maui, not for the faint-hearted. It was windy that day. The plane was small-ish, and we were doing a little bit of swaying. Not as bad as the Grand Canyon plane. My life, I'm not going to lie to you, right? Me and the butler were on this plane in the Grand Canyon, flying to the Grand Canyon so we could go there, do the boat ride and the helicopter ride at the Grand Canyon.
Wait a minute, boat ride?
Yeah, you go down to the bottom of the canyon.
Yeah,
it's a canyon. It's a canyon. There's water at the bottom. We'll have an educational lesson later. But anyway, we're on this plane, and obviously where it's a real up and down terrain, it's really like
turbulent.
Yeah. It's bumpy. So we're on this plane. We're sitting at the back and there's about 14 people. And the plane's old, okay? There's a lot of like switches flicking around and lights. And I'm like, okay. So literally just me and Butler on the back seat. And it starts getting really jumpy. And I'm not joking when I'm telling you, we started dropping 50 feet, 100 feet. Like so much so we were lifting out of our seats. Everyone else on that flight... selfie sticks out. Woo! I'm sitting on the back. I've found the vomit bag. I'm holding the seatbelt and the vomit bag. And I'm looking at the butler being like, I don't think we're going to make it.
I'm searching for the parachute.
And then the worst part was all day at the canyon, I was like, we got to get back on that plane to get back. Oh, yeah, Dean's skydiving.
Which Dean said that?
But honestly, it was a ride. It was a ride. So if you've ever, I mean, the helicopter was lovely. Like going down like that was. I wish I'd got on a helicopter there. But yeah, this plane was wild. Spirit Airlines. Yeah, no, this was quite the journey. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to be doing that again. I lived in Arizona for 14 years and never went to the Grand Canyon. I mean, it's an insane place to see. The scenery, like, I've never experienced anything like it. And there's so much you can do there. There's all sort of like little tours you can do. And there was there's like a glass walkway that hangs off the canyon, and we'd booked our tickets to go on it. And just before we got on it, there was lightning, so they closed it.
Right.
And I was really gutted. So when we go to Vegas... yeah. We're going to go on that glass walkway.
No, impossible. Impossible. I'll be chilling by a pool. You go do you.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's the fun journey.
Skydiving is life changing. Yeah, ending.
I'm going to be doing a skydive this year, and Dean won't do it with me and the butler won't do it with me. So I've roped in my brother, who you're all going to see on the video. We'll introduce him. And now his friend wants to skydive with us. So I've got me and them two. We're going to skydive together, but we're going to involve Pokemon in it. And it's going to be fun. You can just be like a background figure on that one. You just can come and watch the skydive.
Slap me in the thumbnail.
I mean, my mum is going to hate her life. Both her kids jumping out of a plane at the same time. Probably not ideal for her. we're gonna. I don't know if we're gonna be able to open packs while we do skydive, but we're gonna like. It's gonna be.
And the last card. It's in the air.
What was that?
That's me reenacting you going doing the pack opening, and then you're gonna go and the last card, and it's just flying out, and it's just gone up in the air.
Oh my goodness! If Wales is ever in Australia, I'll take you to skydiving over the barrier
once
reef.
Again.
So Admiral, not only does he not want to skydive, he does not want to go to. Oh, okay.
Sold, it says. Oh, it's probably ended. Yeah, because the window. But Admiral, I don't think we're ever going to meet my friend if it's Australia, because I have been seeing nothing but TikTok clips of ants killing what they called huntsman spiders.
Admiral, he doesn't understand that you don't walk down the street in Australia and there's like.
Did I send you the one where he picked up a drink and there was a huntsman on his hand?
But there's not spiders fighting people on the street, okay? It's not a thing.
You need.
Australia is beautiful, Admiral. I can't wait to see you in Australia.
I bet it's beautiful, but also. There is just
I didn't see one spider that scared me, and I hate bugs and I hate spiders. I saw koalas in the trees when I was walking through the park.
I bet you were in some bougie place.
No, we weren't.
Where they probably hoover up spiders at 6 a.m. every morning so people don't see them.
Right, so it looks like everything has sold because of the glitch. Yeah, it looks like buyer's premium has been added to every card and everything looks like it's sold. So I don't know what's going to happen, whether... Because obviously people haven't, where the website hasn't been working, people haven't had the chance. Yeah. So we'll wait for an update from PWCC. We'll just give it a few minutes to hear from them.
See, the chat is with me. Appreciate it, chat. Appreciate it.
I don't know if everything might get pushed to next week. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're just going to have to wait. See
yeah,
what
we'll
PWCC
wait and see.
Says.
I'll see if there's an update that's gone out. But yeah, Australia is, honestly, there's not like... life-size spiders walking down the street ready to eat you.
I could literally open up TikTok and find 10 clips to show you.
Yeah, but
easily. I can't believe an ant killed a spider the size of my hand. That is what is buyer's premium? It's 20%.
I'm just gonna see if there's an update from PWCC. No, not yet. So we'll just give them.
Yeah, we just gotta wait in the chat.
But it does look like everything has just ended. Just because they've had some tech issues tonight. But guys, it happens to everyone. Not their fault. They have been working hard on it to try and get it resolved.
Kevin said, yeah, last time everything got pushed. And then for the double week. So I'm guessing it might
happen. We'll just... don't look up recent news from yesterday about Australia and sharks. Admiral, I'm not going to lie, I saw that one. Dean, don't look at the news. You don't need to know.
I absolutely do.
You don't need to know.
What do I type? Australia shark?
No. Admiral, he's never gonna visit Australia now. That's it. You've immediately just
right.
There's
not happening.
Yeah, no. It's fine. Right.
Possible.
Impossible. But guys, thank you for bearing with us tonight. We're just going to see if there's an update as to what's going to happen with the items. Obviously, everything just got stuck, but PWCC have been working on it to try and fix it. Guys, so many people jumped on the site tonight because of all access bidding. They were like, it just couldn't cope with it. Australia man shark. But yeah, it did look like everything did just end with the buyer's premium. See, that one held that little error while refreshing status, but we will just give it a moment to refresh. Woody, talking about Australia, the thunder from down under is here. Woody, we were just talking about Australia and how Dean isn't keen because he's worried about the spiders fighting him.
I'd have to come in Kevlar. What is it? Kelvin? Armor? What's the Kevlar? Kevlar. Armor.
You'd get a bit hot. You'd get a little bit hot.
Yeah, it would be well hot, wouldn't it? I surf a lot and I'm waiting for the day one takes me out. Connor, I mean, yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen, my friend. To be fair, Chair almost took Dean out. Not sure he'd make it in Australia. Exactly. I nearly fell off. I fell off the back. Kevlar, that's how you say it. I fell off the back of a chair. So, yeah.
That happens sometimes.
I hope it stays. I won all my bids. I'm assuming they'll probably get pushed back. because obviously it's unfair on everyone.
Yeah, because the last 13 minutes people haven't actually been, because the website unfortunately just got stuck and people haven't been able to bid. So we'll see if PWCC do give us an update in the chat. I know they've been working on it hard, and can we thank them again, gifting 10 members this evening, which is insane. But I am just checking to see if there has been anything at the moment. What's the most dangerous animal in the UK? A badger?
Probably a wasp.
A wasp. Probably is a badger, actually. I imagine a badger can do some damage if it wants to. So yeah, guys, if you were bidding tonight, just bear with just to see if there is an update as to what's going on. PWCC have been working hard to try and fix the problem. Please give them a chance. Tech issues happen to all of us. When are you guys coming down under? Have you set a date? Woody? No, not yet. It'll probably be next year. It'll
down
probably
under
be
the desk.
I'm not sure if we'll make it this year just because we have so much scheduled. I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze in Oz, but next year. Right, statement coming in just a second, but can confirm the items are not sold. There will be an opportunity to bid again. Right, so if we can just bear with for a minute, guys. A statement is about to come from PWCC. PWCC, thank you so much for the update in the chat. They're just getting a statement ready to let us know what is going on with regards to the auction today and tonight. Just going to close that tab down, so just bear with and we will wait to hear and we will see what is happening. How do I join the Discord? So the Discord is for YouTube members. Make sure you're following me on Instagram as well, because I'm always updating there when I go live on every platform that I use. So PokeChloe on Instagram, if we can maybe drop the link in the chat so we don't miss out. But just give it a second, guys. We're just going to wait for the statement from PWCC to let us know what the situation's going to be. Too many of us trying to take down the website this evening because there was so much fire.
Everyone was getting ready to bid.
It was always going to be a busy one with the cards and the all extended bidding as well. It was too much heat. It was too much heat. They've got mad swans in Birmingham. Probably not going to the Swans in Birmingham. There are the Instagrams in the chat. Make sure you're following us so you get updated. All the cards go. We're not sure yet, Connor, what's going to happen. We're just waiting to hear from PWCC. They're just getting a statement ready to let everyone know. Just give them a chance. They've been working hard this evening to try and sort the problem. Like I said, it happens to the best of us, and it always happens when you don't want it to as well.
Yeah, we've had our own experiences before.
Yeah.
It's always when you least expect it to happen, these technical faults happen.
Admiral, we can't look at anything, unfortunately, because the actual main website still isn't loading. I've still got these tabs up. This is just what we had up before we had the loading issues. So we were just having a look through these. But yeah, that Chansey, we'll either look at it tonight if we get a chance. If not, I'll definitely be posting about it on my Instagram. I'm going to be keeping my eye on that one. So you can see, these are all the ones we had our eye on tonight. So do just hang in there. PWCC saying the items are not sold. There will be an opportunity to bid again, but they're just going to let us know exactly what that looks like. But there were some really, really cool items up tonight. But like we said, you can't control when these things happen. So if we could just bear with them just to see if something is going to be said about what's going to happen going forward. I'm just going to keep my eye on the socials as well in case anything goes out. The truth, these geese are super mean. But thank you everyone who's been watching this evening. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Maybe we'll just have a little chat about what's coming up. So I'm going to be streaming Wednesday doing Crown Zenith versus Evolving Skies. So if you want to get your packs for that, head over to PokeChloe.com. I've also got a base set 2 break coming up on the 18th of Feb, which is going to be crazy. You can grab your packs for that as well, PokeChloe.com. And Neo Destiny on the 1st of April, which is going to be wild. Again, packs for those are available.
And I'm going to be doing... what am I doing? Trainer Gallery versus Galarian Gallery on Tuesday. I don't have a big box until when we get back from America.
Yeah, see, I've squeezed one in before we go in,
So
which is going to be fun.
And I'm going to be doing Neo Genesis. So it's going to be a month of us doing Neos, which will be cool.
Yeah.
So mid-March and beginning of April.
And then we're obviously traveling for around 2 weeks. So we won't be streaming either of us during that time, but we will have pre-recorded videos going up. We'll probably have footage of our trip going up as well whilst we're away, because we're away for a little while. So I'll definitely be trying to get some bits up. I know you will as well.
Yeah.
So vlogs, you know, we'll probably do some pack battles, all sorts of things. We'll be seeing some people. So that'll be really fun. So always make sure you've got your notification bell turned on, so that you get notified every time we go live and every time we post a video. We're also doing a really cool short series at the moment between the two channels. We are opening up expedition packs throughout the month of February. We're opening up 14 packs. So one of your shorts has gone up and 2 of mine have gone up. My second short went up today, pack number 3. When I say we pulled some big cards, you're not going to want to miss the short series.
You're not going to want to miss this series, people.
So make sure you're watching that. Clay's saying under maintenance. We apologise for the interruption. Our website is currently undergoing maintenance and should be back shortly. So just hang in there, guys, if we can. And we're just going to wait to hear what the situation is with PWCC. If this does run on past, say, you know, if it's going to, you know, run on for the next couple of hours, we will do it. Sorry? Yeah, they might run it next week, yeah. But we're just going to wait to hear.
Depends how big the technical difficulty is. If it's going to take a long time, I'd assume that it gets just rolled over to the next week.
Yeah, true. Yeah. Just depending where they are in the world. But guys, just bear with them. They are working as hard as they can to get it sorted. Like I said, it happens to the best of us. You cannot predict these things. They're the links to our websites there in the chat, so make sure you're checking them out. Getting involved in the box breaks if you aren't already, and the pack openings. So yeah, lots of fun things coming up, lots of traveling, and we're also going to be at the London Card Show in a week as well. Was told by a PWCC employee on E4 that auctions will not conclude tonight and a press release will be released tomorrow. Gengar Brigade, thank you so much for jumping in. I appreciate you. Yeah, PWCC did just say that items are not sold, even though that's what it is showing as. It's because everything glitched. So it looks like a statement's going to be released tomorrow. PWCC were in the chat, so I'm just going to see if they say anything, because what we can do is
try and get an update.
Yeah, just try and get an update. Looks like they are going to release a full statement tomorrow, but I'll see if they've just got a quick update for us in the chat now, just so we can let you guys know. Gengar, thank you so much for jumping. Thank you for jumping in.
Shout out to all the mods as well in the stream.
And I'm very jealous of your recent trip.
Oh, we got an update.
You guys in the car. Right, update from PWCC. We will push the auction back 24 hours. All access extended bidding will start at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Monday night. All bids will remain intact from when the site went down, which happened just before extended bidding. So there is the statement, guys. The auction is going to resume tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. And all bids that were in place just before the site went down are going to remain intact. Okay, so there is the official statement from PWCC.
Set your alarms.
So set your alarms for tomorrow. We will wrap this up for tonight. Whether I will stream or not tomorrow night, I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'll do some sort of Instagram update, as obviously we've already got streams now scheduled for the week. But thank you very much, PWCC. No, guys, it happens to the best of us. I know you've been working hard to rectify that. So everyone who was bidding or involved, you've only got to wait 24 hours. Your bids are intact. They remain in place prior to when that website crash happened. Do not worry. Do not panic. Thank you guys for sticking with us tonight. So like I said, don't worry. There is a statement from PWCC. Keep an eye on all the socials just in case there are any other updates between now and tomorrow. So we will wrap it up here.
Yep.
Thank you PWCC for the update, and thank you guys for bearing with us and being patient this evening. Like I said, it happens to the best of us. We can't control it. I'll let you guys know what the situation is with us, whether we're going to be able to stream tomorrow night or not. But if not, keep an eye on Instagram, because I will post some updates with regards to where the auctions end regardless. But yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. It was fun because there was some great cards.
It'll be interesting to see what these cards go for in the end.
Definitely.
And like you said, some very unique items up for grabs, and shout out to PWCC for the swift updates. Obviously, when these things happen, it does get very stressful and trying to work
just got to deal with it in live real time. So thank you guys for being in the chat. We appreciate you, because we know that you guys have had a lot to deal with tonight, so under maintenance at the moment. But guys, do not worry, I will give you an update with regards to if we'll be able to stream tomorrow night. If not, I'll give you updates on Instagram anyway. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, and we will see you again very soon. Good night, everyone.
Bye.